Here we are. Here we are yet again. And I'm legitimately asking for your assistance. I was on YouTube asking for, well, not on YouTube, I was on Instagram and other platforms asking for sponsorship as a YouTuber. And now I'm here under a different banner. And that banner is with Rogers. And Rogers Canada, because we're in Canada. What I am doing is I'm asking for legitimate answers to my questions that I'm about to tell you. And that is, we joined Rogers Canada because of the unlimited data on my phone. And the phone is under my mom's name. My mom is 76 years of age. And then I look further on studies on Rogers, and Rogers put out an elderly plan for the elderly, and Rogers Canada didn't offer that to us when we got the plan. And the original plan that came to us was unlimited data. And that got my attention, so we got that hooked up, and it's been hooked up for, I don't know, a year, 2 years. The past 2 months, 2 months ago, I put over $1,000 on Rogers for my Rogers bill. 2 months later, they say my mom owes over $700 on this plan. So my answer, my question to you guys is, if you please leave a comment section in the comment section below, why and how Rogers Canada is taking advantage, and do they take advantage of the elderly? Because that needs to be answered. And when I texted them, because they turned off my minutes, even though it's under my mom's name, I texted them last week and I said, if you don't turn my minutes back on, I'm going to the Better Business Bureau. And within 2 hours, I was on the phone with the operator from Rogers, and they turned my minutes back on. We both, well, I myself, I would feel very comfortable asking you, John Q. Public, and Jenny Q. Public, for your input, because your input is very important to me. My subscribers, for one, are very important to me on my YouTube channel, and the reason they're important to me is because if there wasn't subscribers like you guys on my YouTube channel, there wouldn't be a YouTube. That's why I value what you say and what your comments are about, good or bad. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. So if I could get your assistance on that topic, on why Rogers is doing this to my mom and doing this to us, like I said, because it was legitimate over $1,000 I gave them in the start of November, and now it's almost Christmas, and now Rogers Canada is saying that we owe over $700 after the fact that I just put down $1,000. And the cell phone is under my mom's name, so this is a legit cry out for help out to you guys. Could you please steer us in the right direction and let us know what we're doing wrong, or let me know what I'm doing wrong, because the friends that I've talked to the friends that asked me what's going on, and I told them the story that I just told you, that how much money I just put down 2 months ago on my Rogers bill, and now today I owe over $700, and I just paid $1,000, and it's my mom's, under my mom's name, and she, like I said, she's 76. So what I need to ask, because like I said before, I just found information on a web page on the internet on Rogers Canada, or Rogers helping the elderly with their cell phone plan, and that was not legitimately introduced to us by Rogers Canada. They never brought that up one bit. And so in the comment section below, please help. Let me know what we're doing wrong. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, and I'll be forever grateful. This is why I post on YouTube. This is why, at my age, I'm not afraid to ask for help. A long time ago I was. Today I'm not. And also, on a different subject, why I'm asking for sponsorship. It's not about earning money. I want to earn respect. I want to earn trust. I want to earn trust in my subscribers. And a ton of YouTubers say don't ask for sponsorship if you have a low subscriber on your YouTube channel. And I watched enough of the YouTubers and enough of the ones that know what they're talking about and know how to get sponsored. And the only way I legitimately is because I have this right here, this PlayStation camera, and my cell phone. That's all I have. And I would love to get sponsored. I'd love to get, not the fact that I get free stuff, is that I can help people. And getting sponsored by doing that is helping and showing the world that I can do it. At 4 o'clock in the morning, my God. But my biggest concern was Virgin Mobile took advantage of us. And our very first cell phone company we went to was Explore Mobile. Then we went from Explore Mobile to, because Virgin bought them, so now Virgin Mobile now owns Explore. And we went from Explore to Virgin to now to Rogers, Canada. And the very fact that a month ago I paid over $1,000 on my cell phone bill, and now I owe over $700 today. It's over $700 today, and the phone isn't even under my name. The phone is in my mom's name, and my mom's 76. So that's what I need, comments from you guys. I need your legitimate help on how to go about this, on how to. I just need it in general. I need help on I don't need money. I need help. I need questions that need to be answered, and those answers haven't come to me yet. The friends that I've talked to, the people that I've talked to about my cell phone bill and how they're taking advantage, because I know they're taking advantage. Because my friends said they're taking advantage of your mom because of her age, because she's 76. And yet they have the audacity to put on the internet, Rogers, we're here to help, and we're here to help the elderly. and here's the elderly cell phone plan, 6 gigabytes a month. Your cell phone bill may show up as $100, and you pay for your minutes and you pay for a small amount of data and this and that. And it was from a year ago, and when we joined, it said Rogers Canada unlimited data, and I didn't read the small print and the extra fees and all that stuff that's going on, and I should have. And now I'm over debt with over $700 with Rogers Canada when I just paid $1,000. And I know it feels like I'm repeating myself, and I'm just absolutely perturbed and pissed off, especially at this time at Christmas. So in the comments section below, can you guys please help me out? Can you guys please leave comments and information if you've been scammed before by any cell phone company, any cell phone bills that have jumped out at you and scammed you, and is my mom being scammed by these guys, because I told them last week, you don't turn my minutes on, I'm going to phone a Better Business Bureau on you. And I didn't say that to an operator on the phone. I said that through texting and a text message, and I have the text messages on my phone. You don't turn on my minutes, I'm going to phone the Better Business Bureau on you. And within 2 hours, I had my minutes turned back on. So I legitimately think that they're taking advantage of my mom. And when I got the first thing 2 years ago, damn it, I got this phone. And this phone is dead. Died. Yeah, it's dead. And it go. And I had on this phone, I had a two-step verification, and the screen was totally cracked and smashed beyond repair. This down here is still busted, and I didn't turn on. And because of my lack of being a techie or whatnot, I forgot how to turn them on. Oh, there we go. It's an Android. You see that? Android. And I had my two-step verification on this phone, and this is the first phone we got. I got a cell phone plan with Explore Mobile. This phone busted, and then I got a new phone from Virgin, and then Virgin started taking advantage of us. And then we went from Virgin to Rogers. And back to my two-step verification, I have my two-step verification code on here. When I had my phone hooked up with Explore Mobile, and I came back from shopping, and I got out of the cab and dropped my phone under the cab, and the cab ran over my phone, and my screen busted and everything. And I didn't back up any of my files. Had my two-step verification code on here for my PlayStation account, my patch account, and I don't know. And now from this phone, because it's not hooked up, I can't get my two-step verification code from Sony on my old account. And is? No, it's not. Turret! You son of a gun. Charging slowly. Can you imagine that? And I legitimately can't remember my code to put on here, so yeah, wrong pin. Fuck you. Sorry. Yes. Remember my code. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, my old phone is at 2%. And the phone I'm on now is fast charging, and when I go on here, it says slowly charging. It's an Android. If I get this phone hooked up, back and on the run, then I can get my two-step verification code. But I already legitimately lost my Plus on my old account, so that's why I'm on this account. It says on the Android 4% slowly charging, so this is like a really outdated phone. Legitimately, you know what I'm saying? And so now I was going to go on there and say somebody is trying to get on my YouTube channel, and it's me. Somebody is legitimately trying to get on your YouTube channel. Is this you? Yeah, there I am. And it shows from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Watcher. I have one legitimate watcher. Is Bob the Belter Morning from Shields, England. Hello from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. It's really slow, this phone. Oh, you can hear me. Hello from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I got such a horrible voice, it's just unbelievable. You see what I did there with my accent? And from you being from England, from the other side of the pond, you can probably hear my accent from Canada, eh? North Shears, England. Sorry, having a tough time with my new tongue. I don't know why. It is right now. It's 4 a.m. right now. 4 a.m. Canada time. If you guys are in Canada, one of you has to be in Canada. One's in England. So, like I was saying, come on. So, yeah, I left a couple of videos up and running on my YouTube channel. Two, I think, is my second on what Rogers is doing to my mom, and how they're taking advantage. Toronto. Oh, okay. I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So you can Google that if you want. It's Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. We're like a legitimate small city of 800,000, to where Toronto is the second or third largest city in Canada, and we're 5th on that list. Right on. Are you Bob, are you one of my subscribers on YouTube? The reason I ask is because saying Merry Christmas to each and every one of my subscribers and my non-subscribers out there, and asking for your assistance on cell phones and how they're taking advantage of the elderly. Because I live with my 76-year-old mother, and my phone that I have is under her name and I just paid over 1,000 Canadian dollars to Rogers Canada, and that was 2 months ago, and now today my cell phone bill is up to over $700. And I just was on the internet excuse me, I was just on the internet just 10 minutes before I came on here, looking up stuff on Rogers and how they scam people, and right away it came up, Rogers Canada, we are here to help the elderly, and we offer elderly cell phone plans and 6 and 7 gigabytes and unlimited data and minutes and stuff like that, and your bill may show up as $100 on your cell phone plan. And we love, and we're here to listen to you and help the elderly people and not take advantage of them. And that's exact opposite what's happening with my mom and I. That they said, we won't take advantage of you and we're here to help you. That's what they said to my mom when my phone was turned on. And I've been paying through the nose and through the ear and through my ass with Rogers Canada, and that's why I'm on here, not as a gamer today, as a concerned customer and a concerned son, on why these buggers are taking advantage of my mom. And I explained this to the operator at the Rogers many times, why are you taking advantage of an elderly woman and what the hell is going on. Right on. Thank you very much, Bob. I appreciate it. Now to switch from concerned customer to gamer. I've been a gamer. I don't know if you're a gamer, Bob, but thank you for your support. It is very duly noted to very well. Thank you for doing that, because if it wasn't legitimate guys like you and gals out there wouldn't be a YouTube. YouTube wouldn't exist without you guys, so thank you. I do mean that. I've been a gamer since 1980, so I was 10 years of age. And when I started gaming, I was considered a nerd. I don't look like one now. And I was teased, and being a nerd wasn't cool. So we'll put it this way, I was put in shoved in lockers and beat up, I guess. And look how I turned out. And I fell in love with gaming when I was 10. When I first saw gaming and pinball machines and arcades. And I put the 50 cents in and then put the quarter in and bang it out, an awesome time. And then, oh man, PlayStation 1 came out, then 2 came out, then 3 came out. And I said, whoa. Then all of a sudden PlayStation 4 came out, and bang, here we are. And somebody's messaging me. That's on my other phone. I got lost in thought. Is that so easy to do? Right. I was 10 years of age when I started gaming in 1980. And in May 2021, I'll be a half a century. And I'm still gaming. This mother chucker right here is going to be bronzed on my tombstone. And I'm going to also have a game bronzed on my tombstone. Guaranteed. That's how much of a gamer I am. And I can't see shit when these are reading glasses. But as I said, Bob, I don't know if you are a gamer, and I don't know if I've talked to you before. I think I've talked to you before. I'm not entirely sure. But like I was saying, back to my cell phone company, they're taking advantage of my mom, and I'm very concerned about that because I'm a mama's boy, and I love my mom. And when I see somebody like a big wig company like Rogers Canada, it makes my blood boil to the extreme, because this lady raised me, and having complete strangers come in and have control over you, like you don't pay, you don't play, and we shut your minutes off. And I mean, that's the world I have in my hand, and they're shutting me off and telling me I can't. And as it really legitimately ticks me right off to the hilt. But here we are in 2020, and as a gamer, not only as a gamer but as a human, I'm really sick and tired of 2020. And two of my close friends that I have gotten to know over the years have contracted COVID-19, and that's what I'm saying. I'm really sick, and like everybody else. I'm really sick of this COVID-19. And my friend who has COVID-19 had H1N1 not 9 years ago, 10 years ago, and that was really touch and go there for my friend. And now my friend has COVID-19, so I'm really hoping for the virus to go away and for everybody on the planet to be safe and happy and go back to the way life used to be, and not the way it is now, which is absolutely disgusting. God knows, because I'm religious, God knows who released the virus. We don't know. The public, the John Q. public, don't know who released the public, but God knows. There's a special place in hell for those people who released the COVID virus, because they're toying and they're playing God, and they're playing with human lives, because countless tens of thousands of families have lost loved ones to this virus. Not because I heard it on the internet, not because I'm an armchair justice kind of guy, but what I heard. What I heard on the information about COVID-19 is that the World Health Organization gave the go-ahead for all the governments around the globe to release the COVID virus. And that to me is, don't take my advice, don't take my word on it, look it up yourself. I am not a legitimate kind of guy, a news source kind of guy. It's just what I'm reading and what I've seen on the news about COVID-19. So I'm no expert. So please don't, by all means, don't take my word for it. But that's what was the information out there. And Winnipeg, where I am in Winnipeg, Manitoba, just down the street from us, I'd say about 30 blocks, 30 to 39 blocks away from us, there's an infectious disease building built in Winnipeg. That's what it's called, legitimately. Look it up. I implore you, look it up. It's called the Infectious Disease Building in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And the BBC World News said that it might have been released in Winnipeg as well, COVID-19, and that's just 39 blocks away from us. So, I mean, the World Health Organization said that, that's legitimately sick. That's a sick animal that gave that go ahead for the governments around the globe to release it. So to me, that's somebody that has no soul. I have a soul. Maybe because I am legitimately worried about my mom. Because my mom's 76 and I wouldn't know what the fuck to do if my mom got sick with COVID-19 at her age. And she has a sister that's 93. So I'm getting very passionate here, so I'm gonna, calm down and take a knee and take 20. Maybe take 100,000. I could use 100,000. Please excuse me. But I mean, I switch back and forth on stuff, and the reason I skip back and forth is because of my ADD. And because I got so much going on, I got like a symphony of stuff in my head, and I got to keep the carnal knowledge down too, the swearing down as well. And see how easy it is to get mixed up because of my ADD. There's so much, man. I was going from finding sponsors to my dilemma with Rogers Canada, with my cell phone bill, and with being a gamer and COVID. So that's all rolling around up here in my frickin' head. And with my carnal knowledge, we're saying the F word and swearing, I also have to be careful on that. And because I wasn't raised that way. My grandmother and my family raised me on respect and trust. And those days are long gone. I've been replaced with plastic devices that show people's faces. And in my day we had conversations with each other. And in my day we went outside to play and would hope that it would take a very, very, very long time for supper to come because we wanted to stay out and play all night. Eventually we got hungry and eventually we went home. And that's not done anymore. Because we have kids with these, and we have kids with tablets, and you don't see kids outside anymore playing. And that's, those days from the old republic is gone. That's what I call it, the old republic. Like I said, I was born in 1971, and in May 2021 I'll be half a century. So I've seen a lot. And those days, the days of playing outside and the days of talking to people face to face is a memory, which is a very sad memory because it's not here anymore. It's been replaced with artificial intelligence. It's been replaced with plastic things like I'm talking to you right now. Right now, straight to face, but I can't see your face. I can only see a piece of plastic in front of me, which is so interesting. And yeah, I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about a lot of things. And one of them's gaming. The other one was wrestling, but that's slowly fading out at 50. Wrestling's not the way it used to be, and it never will be again. And the same with gaming. Do you see what happened with Cyberpunk 2077? Total mind scramble right there, right? Cyberpunk 20. I just about bought that. And like when I saw that news 6 days later, it's like, oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't buy that game because it's a garbage game. Not like they used to make them. Metal Gear, Saints Row, Grand Theft Auto, Black Ops, Hitman. I mean, because one of my relatives is a game designer, and I can't legitimately tell you who. I'm bound by that. I can't tell you who, but they're not made the same way because they legitimately Cyberpunk, the game designers there just put it together and like a Rubik's Cube. Done. Puzzle solved. Put the product out and let the suckers buy the product, and let's make over $1 million because these gamers are going to be suckers and buying PS5 games because the PS5 games are $95. You can buy instead of buying a frickin' game for $95, you can buy $95 worth of groceries. And so I'm as far as Cyberpunk goes, I'm really tremendously glad that I didn't buy that game. I'm going to stick with Black Ops, and I'm going to stick with Grand Theft Auto, and Rockstar really tremendously messed around with the gamers. When it came to Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto 6, I believe, isn't going to come out now. And there were rumors going around with Rockstar that a lady designer passed away, and she was a lead designer, game designer with Rockstar, and honestly, a legitimate game company like Rockstar is going to release that kind of information to the public, so I don't know if that's false or if it's real, so don't take my word on it. But they said that this individual, she was a game designer, and she passed away, and they stopped production of Grand Theft Auto 6. And then after that fiasco, and after those vicious rumors went about, then the brothers who created Rockstar took a $661 million payout, both of them, and they're both gone from Rockstar now. So they were the backbone of Rockstar, and now they're gone, and they left last October. And they wanted out, so they got out, and they were the meat and potatoes of Grand Theft Auto series, and did you see Mad Max? Not Mad Max. My brain's a scramble right now. I seriously is Max Payne. Because I bought Max Payne. I had Max Payne on my old PS3, and that's by Rockstar. And so when they took that $161 million payout, the gamers said that's Rockstar's done. They said they were going to shut down Red Dead Redemption 2. They said they were going to stop doing production on Grand Theft Auto Online, and this was all 6 months ago. And then they said they were going to continue with Rockstar Online, with Grand Theft Auto Online, with Red Dead Redemption Online, and they haven't yanked them yet. But if they yank Online, we'll know, because I have Grand Theft Auto, and I also have Red Dead Redemption. And I haven't played Red Dead in I don't know how long. It's been such a long time since I'm not into cowboys and Indians, because I'm an Indian. And I'm not that kind of Indian from India. I had to throw that in there. That legitimately my poor taste, my poor accent. Are you still with me, Bob? Is that Bob that's watching, or who's watching? Type down who's watching me, please, because I don't know who you are. Because I'm going on and on and on about games, because I'm a gamer, and that's what I do. Come to think of it, it's been about a week since I played Grand Theft Auto Online. All my gamer friends are saying, "You get a PS5, you know, we're in the midst of a crisis and a pandemic, and people are dying." And like I said, 2 of my friends have COVID-19. And I really, honestly, I can't afford it. I can barely afford to buy my PS4. This PS4 I got was $220, and believe it or not, I got it in a pawn shop. And I found a guy on Facebook Marketplace who charges to take apart the system and clean it, and then he says he has some gel you put on it inside, and he had my information on my phone. I said to him on Facebook, "Can you please send me a video?" And when I hooked up my machine, when I bought it from the pawn shop, I hooked it up immediately when I got in the house, and right away coming from the machine, it's like, damn it! I knew if I bought a used PlayStation 4, that's what's going to happen. Anyhow, this guy sent me a video, a 6-second video, and of him taking my system apart and all the guts out, and he plugged it in, and then he showed me the fan, and it was just filled with filth, and you name it, it was in there. It was like, oh my god. And he cleaned it really good, and it's not making any noise. And my little cousin, he's in his teens, and he knows how to take the machine apart, and he got the gel for it, and he cleaned his machine top to bottom, and it's like, wow, I don't even have the right tools to take a system like that apart. I don't. But I've been on here for 42 minutes, and still no one has texted me on who's watching. Who's watching me? Okay. I say legitimate. I think that's my word for the month. I have sinus problems because I have a busted nose, and something just freaking flew in my eyeball. Tell you what, embarrassing, eh? I don't live TV because of my stupid accent again. So I'm in Winnipeg, Canada. Welcome to the revolution. And it's going on at 4:30 in the morning, Winnipeg time. I'm a night owl. I've had insomnia for over 42 years. Since I was 5 or 6 years of age. So I was 76. Yeah, around there, 76. That's how long I've had insomnia. So, I mean, I go to bed when the sun comes up. That's exactly like the Garth Brooks song, going down when the sun comes up. That's me. And one of the biggest things my doctor said to me is that, Philip, can I ask you something? I said, yeah, sure, go ahead and ask. Don't you miss having 8 hours of sleep? And because a human requires 800. The human requires 8 hours of sleep. And you'd say, why? ask me this: why do humans require 8 hours of sleep? We're humans, and all of a sudden, our body shut down, and we go into instant rest mode and dream. And I don't understand that. And he looked at me with his puzzled look, and he goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "What I mean is that I'll get all the sleep I need when I'm dead." Because I had this puzzled look. I said, "What do you have that puzzled look on your face for?" I said, I've truly and honestly have had insomnia for over 40 years, Doc. So, I mean, I'm old now, so why change? Set in my ways, and I'll get all the sleep I need when I'm dead. When I'm pushing daisies, right? And I mean that's how I feel as a human being. When you think of that, it's kind of ironic, right? It's neither here nor there, and I'm not making any sense. And I don't know. I go to sleep at the odd hours because that's who I am. I'm either playing games, watching movies, or talking to you guys. And I need a lot of work. I've been on 46 minutes. When it comes to speaking, I know how to speak to an audience. I know how to handle and bring an audience in, because first and foremost, I know about a conversation. First and foremost, like I was saying, back in my day, when we had conversations face to face instead of from device to device, my uncle taught me there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and I know legitimately how to have that kind of conversation with somebody, because I keep on looking at the minutes on how long I've been on here talking to you guys. 47 minutes, almost 50 minutes I've been on here. And especially at 20 to 5 in the morning is when I usually truck my lazy butt to bed. So I'm on the tip and on the cusp of probably ending this session, but who's going to watch 48 or 50 minutes of this, through the whole video on YouTube? But it's there to watch. It's going to be there to watch tomorrow. And as a gamer, and I just enjoy it, because if I may, everybody had opinion. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion on games like Saints Row, and saying it was garbage. Destiny is another one. Gamers being taken advantage of with their DLCs and their outrageous DLCs. Buy a DLC for $55. It's like, that's the price of a game. And Rockstar has never charged for DLCs. At least to my knowledge, I know that they haven't. And every DLC it was put on the update. Bang, it's updated. Bang, Christmas update. Bang, Halloween update. And Destiny. I think I have the Destiny game. I haven't played it in years. And on my PS3, I had all the downloads. I bought them. Right there in the wallet. And they took advantage. Destiny took advantage of the gamers by selling that product of the DLCs for that outrageous kind of price and gouging the customers. And getting back to Saints Row, because I'm a wrestling fan, Saints Row got Rowdy Piper, got Keith David, and Michael Clark Duncan from the Green Mile movie. He's now deceased, he's now gone, was in Saints Row. And when I look back on it, when I look back on YouTube videos about Saints Row, it's like they got those 4 gigantic actors and wrestlers in Saints Row. And sure, there is conspiracy about, they have cheat codes, and the gamers saying we don't like cheat codes, and you're not a real gamer if you use cheat codes, and just really putting down Saints Row. And then you look at the caliber on the actors that they got to play and star in Saints Row and that series. And they're, from what I heard, they're coming out with another game in 2021. So be on the lookout for that, for Saints Row. I don't know what's a Saints Row 6. On PlayStation now, I'm playing Saints Row Get Elected. So I'm a fan because of the caliber of character, not because of the caliber of character. I'm a fan because of the caliber of stars that they have playing there. And as a gamer, I was really surprised that Cyberpunk 2077 got Keanu Reeves, got John Wick on board, and then all hell broke loose, and the game update for Cyberpunk 2077 broke, and the game's busted now. And I think legitimately that the game designers and the ones who created and thought of Cyberpunk 2077 just wanted to get the $1 million out of the fans and gouge them to get that $1 million and then break the game. And like I said, one of my relatives is a game designer with Ubisoft, and that's the hint that was thrown my way, was that they just gouged the customer to get the $1 million or over whatever it was to get to the customer, and see if they're suckers enough to buy it. They bought the product and then they broke it, and that's not good. That's the rumor. That's the rumor that was going on, and that's what one of my sources relayed to me, that's what happened. So doing that to the gamer and doing that to the customer, that's a very awful thing to do. And that's why I'm so glad, because I asked my relative, my friend who works at Ubisoft, can you, should I buy Cyberpunk 2077? Your discretion. And I said, your honest opinion. He goes, if I were you, I wouldn't. And it's not like he knew. It's that he knew better, because he's a game designer. And so when I say that, I'm so glad that I'm have that inside scoop to go and ask advice, because I'm not a game designer and I don't have the brains and the know-how to be one of those. It's just like being a rocket scientist. I'll never be one of those either. And I also used to own a teddy bear, so I stick with the gaming, and that's what I do. It's been over 54 minutes, because I sound tired. I may look tired, but I'm not, and I don't feel tired. I got a sore back. But I mean, going back to Saints Row, and 6 years later, 5-6 years later, and seeing all the YouTube videos, and I mean, there is legit guys and gals on there that play Saints Row 5 and put up, or Saints Row, the game, and put up YouTube videos on YouTube. I've seen tons of them, and it's just the naysayers, the non-believers, that I also tend to go to and watch what they have to say and read their comments on YouTube as well. As they're a knockoff and they're trying to cheat and try to rip off Grand Theft Auto, and that wasn't the case. They had legitimate a magnum force of actors that acted in Hollywood, and I think 4 to 5 of them that voiced in Saints Row, and because of being a fan, and I was quite interested in figuring out who was doing this voice and who was doing that voice. So I go on YouTube and I just looked up all of them: Rowdy Piper, Keith David, Michael Clark Duncan, and he was in Armageddon with Bruce Willis, and in The Green Mile with Tom Hanks, and he also played with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Dwayne Johnson in a movie, and Rowdy Piper is now deceased. He passed away, and Michael Clark Duncan passed away, and those were the two big, huge forces that were voiced in Saints Row. I think I've played Saints Row Re-Elected about maybe 5 or 10 times, and Gat Out of Hell, I didn't like that game at all. I played it, but I didn't like it. I haven't found any information whatsoever on YouTube about the next Saints Row game coming out. Let me see here. It just was announced that Saints Row is coming out with another game in 2021. That's all I heard, and that's all the information I have so far. It's going to be interesting to find out what kind of actors they get for Saints Row, and 57 minutes. I'm running out of things to say, probably because I'm tired, right? My name's Holmes, and I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And you're not. Thank you for watching my content. To a personal message to all my subscribers out there, thank you very much for watching my content, for commenting. It has been a joy, and it has been one hell of a ride in 2020. And honest to God, I really think, like I said before, in here I said that I think everybody in the world is sick and tired of 2020 and want to see the COVID virus go away forever. And I hope that each and every one of you out there has a safe New Year's and a Merry Christmas. I already said that. I'm repeating myself. I don't like repeating myself. I don't know if that's because I'm overtired or undertired or just tired. It's 4:44 in the AM. I've been on here for almost 60 minutes. Yeah. I like coming on here. I like talking to you guys. I get on YouTube as much as humanly possible. Like I said at the start of the start of this fiasco, not about Rogers, about being a gamer. I'm hunting for sponsors, for sponsorship. And to each and every one of you out there watching, I'd like your advice. I value your advice because it's important to value people's advice, especially people who have subscribed to my channel and have taken the liberty to subscribe to my channel because they're important. And I value your comments and what you have to say, good or bad. And I'm a big guy, I can take it. I guess one of the biggest reasons why I'm looking for sponsorship is because I know I can get it, and I need to upgrade to grab more to grab more subscribers, to grab more friends. I will stand by this forever, that if it wasn't for people like you that are on YouTube and gamers like you on YouTube, there wouldn't be a YouTube. And I'll stand by that and by you guys forever, because it has nothing to do with the Facebook, pardon me, it has nothing to do with the YouTube board of directors, it has nothing to do with the owners of YouTube, it has nothing to do with the YouTube techies. It's because of you guys. That's why you guys are awesome, and I do mean that. That's not being phony, that's being honest, and to say thank you to all my subscribers. I already said that, and that's why I am going to be counting sheep within 20 minutes, unless I decide to play the game. Right now I'm into Saints Row re-elected, and I'm also playing Wolfenstein, the New Order. And like I said, it's been about a week since I've been on Grand Theft Auto Online, and I just don't have anybody to play with on Grand Theft Auto Online, so I don't go on there. It would have been nice if you would have typed on who you were watching, but that's okay. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate your company, and I do appreciate your comments.